Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Pass with me, Deepika, and coming up in the next half an hour. Star-studded semi-final today at Wimbledon Centre Court. Seven-time champion Novak Djokovic takes on 22-year-old Lorenzo Musetti. On the other hand, third seed Carlos Alcaraz to lock horns with Daniil Medvedev. England legend James Anderson creates a world record as he gets ready to bid farewell to international cricket. England is facing West Indies at Lord's with an aim to lock this test victory in order to honour the retiring legend. Wanindu Hasaranga steps down as Sri Lanka captain in T20 internationals ahead of the upcoming three-match series against India announced by the BCCI on Thursday. And fans gear up for a Super Sunday as Copa America and Euro Championship grand finales will be held on the weekend. Shakira will light up the night on Copa America finale. So those were the top headlines of the hour that we are tracing for all our viewers here on Sports Buzz. And to begin with all the buzz from Wimbledon. Barbora Krejcikova returned to a Grand Slam singles final 3 years after her only triumph with a stirring Wimbledon comeback that set up a meeting with Italian Jasmine Paolini. Despite a wealth of major doubles success, Krejcikova came into the contest with Elena Rybakina as the lower-seeded underdog. However, she kept a cool head after a sluggish start against the big-hitting Kazakh to prevail by 3-6, 6-3 and 6-4. Meanwhile, 7-seed Paolini earlier became the first Italian woman to reach the final after overcoming Croatian Dona Vekic by 2-6, 6-4 and 7-6 in a thriller, continuing her extraordinary year after last month's French Open runner-up finish. In men's singles category, semi-finals will take centre stage at the All England Club on Friday. Defending champion and third seed Carlos Alcaraz will be up against Russian fifth seed Daniil Medvedev in a repeat of their semi-final a year ago. And then they will be followed on centre court by seven-time champion Novak Djokovic, who is taking on Italian Lorenzo Musetti, who has reached his first Grand Slam semi-final. If fifth seed Medvedev is to halt Spaniard Alcaraz's bid to retain the trophy he won last year, he had better arrive on centre court with a better plan than a year ago. On the other hand, Italy has never had a player in the men's and women's category at the finale of a Grand Slam, but standing in Musetti's way is 37-year-old Djokovic, who is eyeing a men's record equaling 8th Wimbledon crown and record 25th Grand Slam title for himself. So let's see how the match shapes up today at the centre court in Wimbledon. On to cricket. BCCI has announced the schedule for India's tour of Sri Lanka. The men in blue will tour the island nation and play a three-match T20 international series followed by a three-match one-day international series. The series will start on the 27th of July with a T20 international game in Pellikil and will conclude on the 7th of August in Colombo that will host the third ODI. But ahead of the series and in a major development in Sri Lanka Cricket Board, the T20 international skipper Wanindu Hasaranga announced his resignation from the captaincy role on Thursday. Now, this comes after the Sri Lankan team failed to reach the Super 8 stages of the T20 Cricket World Cup with just one victory in 4 games last month. The 26-year-old spin all-rounder took the captaincy reins from Dastun Shanaka only last year and captained Sri Lanka in just 10 T20 international matches. Sri Lanka won 6 games and lost 4 under Hasaranga's short tenure as a captain and accepted his resignation as well, followed by this decision. Now, this comes at a very interesting time when BCCI also announced the schedule for India's tour of Sri Lanka, where India will be playing 3 T20 internationals as well as 3 ODI internationals. India, if you remember, won the T20 Cricket World Cup trophy, and it also remained unbeaten. So India has become a challenge if we talk about the entire world cricket status and the teams which are in front of Team India. However, the squad may differ from the T20 Cricket World Cup squad, but the players who are a mix of experience and fresh legs and have been doing good at different and international formats across all formats, which is ODI, T20Is and Tests, India is considered as a threat. So Sri Lanka, whose performance has not been really good at the past T20 Cricket World Cup, where they won only a single match, remains in doubt, and that's why this major difference that we can see in Sri Lanka's cricket, where Vanendu Hasaranga has himself stepped down from the captaincy role. This now remains to be seen that who will be the captain for Sri Lanka, but right now the decision is awaited from the board. Now, in James Anderson's farewell test, England need 2 more wickets to secure an innings victory over West Indies inside 3 days. James Anderson, Gus Atkinson and Ben Stokes shared 6 wickets on the second day's evening. The hosts were dominant with the bat, scoring at more than 4 runs per over across their first innings, and then turned the screw with the ball to close in on a 1-0 lead. Last evening, West Indies were at 79 for 6 in their second innings. The match also holds a very special status as it marks the end of a 188 Test career of world's most prolific fast bowler, England's James Anderson, who's only pacer in the game's history to take 700 Test wickets. It will be worth getting in place quickly to catch the last moments of Anderson's glorious career, because it could be a very quick kill. Anderson has taken his 3rd wicket after the emotional guard of honour that he received on the ground today. Now, West Indies intended to give England's James Anderson a guard of honour when he came out to bat at Lord's in his last test, but their plan was foiled by a run-out celebration that took most players too far down the field. Michael Oluwe got Shoaib Bashir out with a direct throw and ran to his brother Jeremiah at the boundary to celebrate. Most of the team joined them and were far away when Anderson walked out onto the field, which stretches 230 metres north to the west. Captain Jason Holder greeted 41 years old with a handshake. Moving on, now let's get you all the latest from Euro Championship. Preparations are building in Berlin as the German capital prepares to host the grand finale of Euro 2024. Sunday's game will see Spain take on England in a battle for one of football's most coveted trophies. From Berlin, DD India correspondent Trent Murray has more details on the match build-up. Let's take a look.
Well, the clock is well and truly counting down now to this huge football clash on Sunday between England and Spain. Already, the German capital is abuzz as football fans begin to arrive here from all over Europe, but in particular Spain and England, as you might imagine. We know that this game is already sold out, 75,000 seats at Berlin Olympic Stadium. For fans that can't snag a spot at the game itself, well, there's many public viewing zones, not just here, but right across the country. I'm actually here right now at the Brandenburg Gate viewing zone. We do expect this to reach capacity on Sunday, 30,000 people here, as well as just behind me there at the Parliament, there is a second viewing zone. The police here are preparing for a big day. Security, obviously a huge concern, making sure that we don't see those scenes of ugly violence and hooliganism. We did see some of that, unfortunately, in Dortmund overnight when England played the Netherlands. Authorities here are hoping to not have a repeat of that. Also, interestingly, of course, being Germany, there is a discussion about beer. Now, why am I saying that? Well, the British government, the embassy here, has put out a warning to England fans that beer in Germany is actually stronger than back in England, and has advised people to drink responsibly. Of course, when you combine strong beer with these summer temperatures, it can be a bit of a recipe for disaster, both from a health perspective and also a security perspective. It's just one of many aspects of this huge football tournament, but overall, the feeling is one of excitement. There is a buzz here as this crucial match between Spain and England gets ready to kick off 9 p.m. local time right here in Germany. Trent Murray for DD India, Berlin.
So Spain face England in the UEFA Euro 2024 final in Berlin on Monday. With plenty at stake, this is the third meeting between both the sides at the Euros, with England winning 2-1 in the 1980 group stage and then once again clinching a penalty shootout victory in 1996 quarter-final. Here's the journey of the England team in the Euro 2024 so far. Take a look. Let's take a look at this report that brings you about everything that you need to know for England's journey so far, which has been really full of surprises. At one time, we thought at the knockout stages that England wouldn't be able to make it to the finale, but then they finally made it to the finale. So let's take a look at this journey so far.
After 28 days of drama and more than 80 hours of football, 24 teams have been filtered down to 2. There is only one more game to play. Spain and England prepare for battle at the Olympic Stadium in Berlin on Sunday, meeting for the first time since 2018 to fight for the European Championship title. England were not at their free-flowing best in the Group C but still topped their section and remain unbeaten. Glimpses of the genius that can be produced by forwards such as Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane and Phil Foden were clear in all three games. Bellingham's overhead kick forced extra time in the round of 16 win against Slovakia before Kane headed the winner, while they also came from behind against Switzerland thanks to Bukayo Saka's equalizer before triumphing on penalties, converting all 5 spot kicks. In the semi-finals, Ollie Watkins' last-gasp strike completed England's comeback win against Netherlands, taking the Three Lions into their second consecutive Euro final. Here, let's take a look at the journey of the English football team in the Euro 2024. England, Group C winners, defeated Serbia 1-0 in Glasgow on 16 June. 1-1 draw against Denmark in Frankfurt on 28 June. Goalless draw against Slovenia in Cologne on 25 June. In round of 16, England defeated Slovakia 2-1 in added extra time. In quarterfinals, England defeated Switzerland 5-3 on penalties after 1-1 draw in extra added time. In semi-finals, England defeated Netherlands 2-1 in Dortmund on 10th July. Now in the final of the Euro 2024, England will take on Spain in Berlin on 15th of July. Sports Desk, DD India.
And now the stage has been set for the grand final of Euro 2024 after England beat Netherlands overnight in Dortmund by 2-1. England will now take on Spain in Sunday's grand final at Berlin's Olympic Stadium. The match will also mark the closing finale of this year's European Championship, with the host country, Germany, welcoming millions of football fans from across the world, bringing with them a plenty of fun, fervour and festivities. In Berlin, DD India correspondent Trent Murray hit the streets to get their take on the tournament. Take a look.
Well, it's finals week of Euro 2024. We are here in the fan zone. The temperatures are hot. The passions are running high. Let's go and meet some of these fans.
The tournament's been great. I mean, the atmosphere around Berlin's been great. Obviously, it was a bit of a shame about the fan zone the other day because of the thunderstorm. But I mean, just the area in general has loads of atmosphere to it, going in the pubs and stuff, enjoying a few pints.
People are so friendly each other, and we both make so much friends today, and it's a good feeling, the good weather.
Yeah. French are so famous for their food, so
kebab
what do you think of the German food?
kebab, it's okay. For the rest, French is better.
It's the moment when everybody says football brings people together, and it sure does. You know, so I'm just happy to celebrate football because my home team is playing really bad here in Germany, so I'm super happy to see good football finally.
Some Spanish fans here. I'll try my limited Spanish with them. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien.
So we decided to came here in the semifinals, and we have his wedding on Saturday. But if Spain,
You're getting married.
But,
Congratulations.
but if Spain win, we will not be there.
Okay, we don't know.
Sorry, Sandra. He will not be there.
Spain is first. Enjoying your visit to Germany?
I'm looking forward to go back to Austria.
What are you dressed up as? What is this?
This is just Dutch merchandise, nothing special.
Well, that is a snapshot of some of the fans which have been here for Euro 2024. There's been more than 2.5 million visitors here in Berlin alone, and I think regardless of who raises the silverware come Sunday, most of those fans will agree that this has been a tournament that they won't forget, one where they've come together not just for the love of football, but also where they've made a few new friendships in the process. Trent Murray for DD India, Berlin.
Ahead of the Euro title clash, newly elected British Prime Minister Keir Starmer stated that English soccer team's victory over the Netherlands in the Euro semi-finals was fantastic and England is likely to win the tournament. Take a listen.
It was fantastic. I managed to pop out from one of my sessions for just 5 minutes, which is when I saw Harry Kane get the first goal. I missed the second one, but it's brilliant. So on we go now. Great chance. I've always said this team, we're going to go all the way. So I'm really, really pleased and just good luck for Sunday. Well, we should certainly mark the occasion. I don't want to jinx it. I went to the last Euros finals. I don't want to go through that again. So don't want to jinx anything. We must mark it in some way, but the most important thing is getting it over the line on Sunday.
This weekend is also about Copa and its finale. Argentina's national soccer team, including its star player and captain Lionel Messi, were training in Miami ahead of its Copa America final against Colombia. Messi returned to action last week in Argentina's quarterfinal round against Ecuador after missing the final group stage match due to an injury. Argentina's preparation for the match against Colombia is crucial as it aims to secure a victory in the tournament. Argentina are currently tied with Uruguay on 15 Copa titles. Moving on, but staying on soccer, Bayern Munich have signed Portuguese midfielder João Polhena from English side Fulham on a 4-year contract. The 29-year-old, who moved to Fulham in 2022, made 79 appearances for the Premier League club in all competitions, while he has also featured 31 times for Portugal's senior team. Financial details were not disclosed so far, but The Athletic reported that the deal was worth $55.29 million. Polhena had been close to joining Bayern in 2023, but the transfer fell through on the deadline day. Polhena is Bayern's second major signing so far. Veteran Indian shuttler Saina Nehwal believes that girls should come forward and take up sports. Speaking during her program called Her Story, My Story at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi, the first Indian shuttler to bag an Olympic medal in badminton, said that everyone should come forward and get themselves fit and take up various sporting events.
The girls especially, कि वो और भी अपने आप को लड़कों से कम मत समझे, just go all out there, जितना हो सके जिम करे, वेट्स करे, अपने आप को स्ट्रांग बनाए और जितने भी स्पोर्ट्स हैं ट्राई करें कि आप आइए. मैं ये नहीं बोलती सिर्फ बैडमिंटन में आइए, किसी भी स्पोर्ट में. हमारे कंट्री में इतने सारे स्पोर्ट्स अभी अच्छा कर रहे हैं, सब इतने सारे लड़कियां स्पेशली अच्छा कर रहे हैं, ओलंपिक मेडल लेके आ रहे हैं. तो आई कैन सी सो मेनी ऑफ यू हियर सिटिंग जिनको दिल में डेफिनेटली आ रहा होगा काश मैं स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन बन सकती या बनूंगी ज़रूर आगे. तो उसके लिए मेहनत ज़रूर करिए.
And former India badminton player and Commonwealth Games medalist Manjusha Kanwar expressed confidence in the Indian contingent and said that India is expected to go past their Tokyo medal tally. Team India's Abhishek Mahajan had an exclusive conversation with her. Take a listen.
Former India badminton player and Commonwealth Games medalist Manjusha Kanwar is with us. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to DD India. Ma'am, first of all, last time around we had won 19 medals in Paralympics. The event says target is 30 medals. How do you see India's chances?
I think so. 30 is a very good number. I've heard the athletes, you saw them today. They look so confident. In the last World Athletic Championship at Kobe, they came back with a lot of medals. And I think the para-athletes have worked so hard for the last 4 years. 25 is their number, and I think it's going to be 30. And if it crosses 30, it's just going to be wonderful for the country.
And also, ma'am, it's heartening to see so many athletes coming forward. I mean, government also supporting them. PCI too, coming forward and taking part in Paralympics.
It's really good. I think the time is so good. I'm proud to be part of Indian Oil that, my chairman is, partnered with PCI for Road to Paralympics. So it's a very proud moment. And you can just see Prime Minister's vision of making India into a sporting nation by in 47. I think it's going to come true. The amount of support that we have now by the government, you have the Prime Minister literally wishing the athletes before they go. You have the entire nation backing them, and you have the best of facilities that have been given by the government. It was a dream for me when I played, and I see that dream being realized. It's really wonderful, and I'm sure that they're going to be medals. I'm sure, and we're on the right road. So we're going to see a very, very good results in the next 10 to 15 years.
You're saying that work is being done at the grassroots level, but realistic target, you're saying 25 to 30 medals. What message do you want to give to the athletes?
Just do your best. Just enjoy the games. Do your best. We are behind you. पूरा देश आपके पीछे है, आपके साथ है. आपको अपलॉड करेंगे, आपको विश करेंगे, आपके लिए प्रार्थना करेंगे. आप अपना मेहनत लेके और भगवान में विश्वास करके आप आगे बढ़ो और ज़रूर मिल आएगा.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for speaking to DD India. With cameraman Sanjeev, this is Abhishek Mahajan in New Delhi for DD India.
With 2 weeks to go until the Paris Olympics, the venue for handball, volleyball and table tennis competitions have been unveiled. The temporary fields of play have been set up in Paris Expo Porte de Versailles exhibition hall and have been designed to be built and dismantled in record time. It is also set to welcome up to 80,000 visitors per day, with 4 Olympic disciplines and 3 Paralympic events taking place there. France will host the Olympic Games from 26th of July till the 11th of August.
It's also our responsibility to educate the people who will be engaged in Paris 2024 that it's a collective duty now to change our habits and definitely to reduce our carbon footprint. So to go to the venue by a public transport system, and when you buy food in the venue, you should also try the vegetable food that is served, because in terms of taste, it's very good. Now the products are quite amazing, and with the chef way to cook the vegetable products, you will be surprised by the fact that it's a vegetable product.
So there you heard how Paris Olympics and the organizers are gearing up for the mega day. The opening ceremony is all set to take place on the 26th of July, and for the first time it will be held at the Seine River. Now this initiative has been taken by the organizers of the Paris Olympics to make it an eco-friendly event and to do something different, because earlier also we would remember that it was Paris which was awarded the Olympic Games, which was held many years ago, in fact decades ago, and now once again Paris is gearing up to host the mega event, and they want to make it eco-friendly. They want to make it as an equal opportunity for both male and female candidates, and as well as for all the countries also, because under a separate flag, under a neutral flag, Ukraine will also be representing, and the players from Ukraine will be playing at the prestigious games. So let's see how the games shape up. And for now, it's all for this edition of DD India Sports Pass. But do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download it right now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Deepika, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching Sports Pass. Namaskar.